Come on, Jermall Charlo. Now you want to say something? Now you want to say that you want to fight Demetrius Andrade after Demetrius Andrade was calling you out so you could fight him in the Mohican Sun this past Friday? Because Australia denied entry so you couldn't fight your long-awaited bout on that Earl Spence Tim Tszyu card? And now you want to say something? Now you want to say something?
Demetrius Andrade, Andreas, whatever you want to call him, I don't feel like he can stand up to me. I like him as a fighter. We can get it on wherever you want to get it on. I'm probably the strongest. I'm the most athletic.
So you're open to fighting Berlanga.
I'll fight him next. He was a part of my little 3-fight deal that I had going on with this next little term that I got. It was either out of Berlanga or Plant. And I'll fight either one of those guys. Demetrius wasn't in the contract, but I will fight him too. Okay. I will fight him before any one of them, actually.
Hey, yo, look. You available? Demetrius Booba Andrade is available. As we all know, we all seen Demetrius Andrade with a first-round KO, sending a statement to the 168-pound division. Skillfully, I believe that Demetrius Andrade, as a matter of fact, I believe that Demetrius Andrade and Jermall Charlo is the most skillful fighters at 168. It's been a fight that we all been wanting to see. And guess what? Y'all lined up to fight. So there's no excuse now. You know what I'm saying? Demetrius Andrade said that he's ready to go in November. You said you in shape during your interview with Brian Custis. So you in shape, my brother. Demetrius Andrade's in shape. Both of you guys came up from the middleweight division. As a matter of fact, I think it's probably now the prestige fight in the division. Look, there is some good fighters. Shiraz, I'll be honest. Shiraz beat Edgar Berlanga. I don't think that a lot of people see Edgar Berlanga and becoming a pound-for-pound fighter, but he is one of the most entertaining fighters within the division. And he's not going to rob nobody out of effort or entertainment. Jaime Munguia is not a pound-for-pound type of skill. Doesn't have the pound-for-pound skill set. But the way that Demetrius Andrade has looked in his last outing, I think that he stole the show, stole the weekend in the sport of boxing. And if you match Demetrius Andrade with anybody, he's the favorite to win, or it's a 50-50 fight. You know what I'm saying? And I think the same thing goes for Jermall Charlo. I know there has been a lot of frustration surrounding their career inactivity, but I truly think that inactivity has been a problem overall in the sport of boxing, not just only for Jermall Charlo and Demetrius Andrade, but it's been, I think in my opinion, if you've been following the channel, I think that's the biggest issue in the sport of boxing has been inactivity. Look, the pound for pound, before he retired, Bud Crawford, the pound for pound, arguably 1, 2, 3, you can flip it around. He was just fighting one time a year. Maybe the reason why boxing has become so much of a niche sport is because the high-profile names, they're not even famous like that. They're not known because they don't fight enough. But we're going to be talking about the 168-pound division. It's shaking. We had a week where 3 168-pounders, right, top 6 168-pounder was fighting. And it could have been 4 because Jermall Charlo should have been fighting. So the 168-pound division is moving very, very well. It has momentum. It has some type of energy, just like the 154-pound division. Not quite. I think that's the most stacked division in the sport of boxing. I think when it comes to the 168-pound division, I think there's a lot of questions. I think the 168-pound division is up for grabs, even when the Canelo Alvarez is there. I mean, we see the decline of Canelo Alvarez, right? I think it's going to be a tough fight versus Billy. I think that Canelo Alvarez is going to beat Billy, but I think that the days of fighters or management or advisors and promoter using the business model to position your fighter for a Canelo Alvarez fight and not take any risk along the way, I think has run its course. It's a business model that has expired. You know what I'm saying? And I think that if any investors, let's say like Dana White, Zuffa, I think it's the perfect time to sign a Demetrius Andrade while you have an Edgar Berlanga there, and you have a Jermall Charlo who just stated in the interview with Brian Custis that he is a free agent. I mean, the zone, of course, could snatch them up, but I think it's a great fight for Zuffa. I truly think that outside of the Ryan Garcia Conor Ben fight, on paper, and because the people have been wanting to see this fight for such a long time, you know, and Demetrius Andrade has that knockout momentum. You know what? I think that Demetrius Andrade versus Jermall Charlo in Zuffa would be the biggest fight of the year outside of Ryan Garcia and Conor Ben. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's the Tyson Fury. I'm sorry. Who fought in the Zuffa? Who's the Conor? I know Conor Ben fought, but the Netflix and stuff like that. But look, man, get that Demetrius Andrade versus Jermall Charlo. Jermall Charlo, there's no excuse. You should be ready. You should be in shape. Your trainer will be with you. It's a money fight. It's a fight that you're both. That look, maybe by themselves y'all won't sell out. Y'all won't sell out a lot, right? Individually, but as a matchup, you guys could sell out an arena. You know what I'm saying? Individually, I mean, no. I don't even think anybody individually could do it like that. If you're not Canelo, and you're not a Tank or even a Ryan Garcia, you're not gonna pack a place. You're not gonna do no 15, 17, 20,000 people. You know, the matchup is the matchups is what it is in the sport of boxing right now. So if you add Jermall Charlo and Demetrius Andrade, that is a lucrative fight. That is a lucrative fight. You know, and I think that it needs to take place ASAP. Let me know what y'all think. Jermall Charlo, you calling out Demetrius Andrade. Demetrius Andrade is calling you out. I don't think, I mean, like, you have a small window. Both of you guys have a small window. Let's get the fight done. I do believe that Demetrius Andrade will prevail in that fight. I think he will beat Jermall Charlo, but I think it will be a highly competitive and fun fight. And it will be a highly fun promotion. You know what I'm saying? Make the fight happen. And look, it could be a nice co-main. Y'all can have a good co-main event as well. Maybe have a Jermall Charlo, the brother. You know, shout out to Jermall Charlo. Hopefully he comes right back. You can have you know, any other good fight. Maybe you can have a Shane Mosley versus Jr. versus Chris Eubank, something like that. I don't know, man. Just get a good fight in. Get a good event in. I think they'll do good in Texas or even in the East Coast. Also, if y'all can't fight, I think that Demetrius Andrade and Edgar Berlanga will do pretty well in the division. I truly think if both of these guys are now that it's going to be active, well, Jermall Charlo got to get right back active. You know, Demetrius Andrade should be ranked by the WBO, in my opinion. Demetrius Andrade has made more defenses through the WBO more than any other fighter outside of Terrence Bud Crawford in the past in 10 years. So after the performance that he had this past Friday in the Mohegan Sun, and hopefully that Douglas is okay. I know he went to the hospital after the fight. That they rank him very, very high. You know, just like they did, you know, guys like Sean Porter when he was through the WBO and he wasn't even ranked and they hopped him over at Virgil Ortiz. You know, something like that. You know, I think that fighters like Demetrius Andrade and Jermall Charlo, the rest doesn't go in back of the line. Let me know what y'all think, man. This is Punch Drunk. Subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. This is a wonderful fight. A fight that I've been waiting for a long time. And a fight that a lot of fight fans been waiting for a long time. Like I said again, this is a great fight. Great promo. I mean, you don't even... I think that this fight is already out to deliver. Put it that way. Y'all don't even need to try hard. Let me know what y'all think, man. Put that money. All the investors, Dana White, Turkey Al Sheikh. Put that money up. I think there's going to be a wonderful fourth quarter fight of the year in the sport of boxing.